Second Base is an online fashion retail platform specialising in high-end luxury trainers. Key partners to the business are retailers, system providers and distributors. Furthermore, key activities include buying and merchandising, advertising and marketing, system maintenance and cybersecurity. Key resources to the business include warehouse facilities, inventory and functioning website. Our consumer segments are very much consumers aged between 16 and 35 and approach fashion as a hobby and are highly streetwear driven. Furthermore, our cost structure is primarily system maintenance, cybersecurity, and purchases. In addition, our business model relies on e-commerce as a channel to distribute our products to our consumers. Lastly, our revenue streams consist of sales, advertising, social media, where we aim to promote our products to our chosen consumers.
Next, we are going to look at the strategic value of IT to Second Base, which looks into what our decision making will be in terms of infrastructure, systems, processes and activities. These decisions will be implemented to help us achieve the competitive advantages and allow us to operate efficiently to gain financial advantages and create a system which satisfies the customer experience. We will run with an autonomous purchasing system which will go onto retailers' websites when products are launched, purchase the products quickly and make them owned by us to be able to sell on our website. This system will be quicker than our competitors as they use humans to purchase the products. Humans cannot operate and purchase as quickly as our systems, allowing us to purchase multiple quantities of the same stock. This gives greater availability on the website and allows more sales and higher revenue. Furthermore, we will lower costs compared to competitors by using computer systems which are cheaper in the long term than the cost of human resources. This system creates a loyal customer base by locking in customers who know they can rely on our website to stock the products which are usually out of stock elsewhere. We are going to engage in a virtual company strategy, which is where businesses have limited organisational boundaries and physical locations. As we will only operate online and operate with e-commerce and m-commerce, we will have limited the costs of the non-current assets such as building or renting of shops. We will limit the physical locations we use to the warehouses that we own and which we will hold stock and distribute our stock from. We understand that these costs will rise as the business grows, as we will have to increase the capacity of these warehouses. However, with the virtual strategy, we know that these costs won't be anywhere near as big as paying more for the physical stores that we would have to run if we were a normal company. We must ensure that the website is kept up to date with our latest product information and availability. This is what the customer sees about our company, so we must get a good impression from the outset to our customers that we operate a good site in order to encourage them to make future purchases. A transaction processing system will be implemented to capture data on customers and give us information on which products are popular and which product we should stock on our website to ensure that we achieve high sales volume. Finally, we will bring in an enterprise resource system into Second Base to allow a central database, which helps processes become more efficient. The orders will be updated regularly and can be accessed through the central database at our warehouses, which will ensure that we maintain efficiency throughout the process.
Our IT infrastructure is pivotal to the success of Second Base's operations. However, investing in software, hardware and information systems is costly, and there are managerial and technological implications we must consider, so we may invest in full confidence. It costs between $2,000 and $8,000 to set up a website with limited functionality, which is ideal for our company as we are a startup and only offer a finite number of products with our initial offering. There are alternative payment schemes to operate websites of this caliber. For example, subscription services charge between $200 and $500 per month. Hardware tends to be a one-time purchase, but within the future it will be worth it to upgrade our hardware's functionality to match with our increased scale. IT infrastructure requires maintenance, for example staff training and updates. Second Base are aware of the rapid growth of technology and must alter our technologies in accordance with technological trends so we remain a viable competitor in the market and our operations are efficient. However, it is time-consuming and costly. This is something for which a senior board of Second Base must consider and allocate resources effectively from this. It is often the case that investors possess imperfect information when purchasing IT infrastructure due to the large offering of hardware and software on the market. Therefore, it's recommended that we conduct relevant research into IT infrastructure in order to obtain systems which perform to our needs. Should we fail to do so, it would be a waste of capital for which a startup, such as ourselves, could be detrimental to both current and future operations. Cybersecurity is a prevalent issue with the increase in technology. Whilst technology may be evolving, so are its vulnerabilities. Even the most inexperienced hackers now have the ability to damage online entities such as ourselves. Cyber breaches are costly to repair, and further costs may derive from a lack of operating time should we need to temporarily terminate our activities to repair any issues. This implies our business model is over-reliant on the use of technology, which makes it more prevalent to invest sensibly into our IT infrastructure and ensure it's protected.
The ER diagram demonstrates the relationships between the entities in our model. We need to ensure that this model is accurate, otherwise it will affect the operations of the business, as it may complicate or create an ordering system which does not work and will affect our reputation and whether customers choose to make a future purchase from us. As can be seen in the ER diagram, there is optionality between the entities of customer and order. This is because a customer does not have to place an order, therefore this relationship is optional. However, if an order or number of orders are placed, then this must relate to a specific customer. We have implemented a primary key of customer ID into the customer table. For example, a customer could have the same name and live in the same building as another customer within the database. However, their customer ID would be able to identify them uniquely and show exactly what they have ordered. Our ER diagram does not include a supplier entity. Our business model involves purchasing directly from retailers' websites when products are released. As we do not purchase directly from suppliers and do not interact with them, we do not need a supplier entity. Instead, we have a website entity, which displays the relationship of how our products are purchased on a specific website. A product must be purchased from a website and can only be purchased from one website, which will be the specific retailer's e-commerce site for a brand or a product. On a website, one-to-many products can be purchased, as we can purchase multiple items of the same product and purchase more than one style or type of shoe from a website. The primary key for the website is the website URL, which is the address at which the product was purchased. We have decided to use this as a primary key as opposed to the website name, as a website may change its name or have the same name as another site, but the URL is unique to the internet, so that is where the product can be found.
SQL queries are used in IT to access specific information that is stored in a company database with ease. By writing an accurate SQL statement, the information that needs to be accessed will be drawn from a database with little effort. For example, in the instance of second base, an SQL query may be used to find out how many pairs of a specific brand of trainer have been sold. In the report, we have provided a meaningful example of an SQL query, which may be used in our day-to-day operations. In this particular example, a customer has called and inquired into the expected delivery date of his order. By using SQL queries, we can draw from our database the expected delivery date. As you can see, we created 3 individual tables in our database called customer, order, and delivery. These hold different sets of data, however, some of the information overlaps in the form of foreign keys in order for us to use SQL queries. For instance, customer ID is in both the customer and order tables, which allows us to easily find out what customer has ordered, or inversely, find out the personal details of a customer.
As shown on screen now, the digital dashboard represents an estimation of figures and key data expected for second base by an electronic visualization. Firstly, the advertising costs throughout the year are expected to remain constant and steady and then peak around the months of November and December. The main reason for this increase is due to the Christmas period, where sales and customer awareness will need to be maximised. The next graph on the dashboard is a line graph showing the total website traffic in the UK, which shows fairly large growth as we have predicted website traffic to nearly double by the end of the first year. As second base will grow through the year, this will attract more views and more consumers will be aware of the company. Therefore, this justifies the growth shown in the graph. The target market of the brand will be aged between 18 to 34, who are typically heavily involved with social media, which we can use to our advantage by connecting with these users. The predicted following for our social media platforms are shown in the bottom right of the dashboard. 5,680 Facebook likes, 15,675 Instagram followers, 18,769 Twitter followers, and 1,679 LinkedIn connections. Moving on to the bottom left of the dashboard, this graph displays the expected orders of different brands throughout the startup year. All 3 of the key brands change in popularity throughout the year, and this can be because of the different releases of trainers that will occur as the demand will shift. The final graph on the dashboard is possibly the most important, as this predicts the sales revenue for the first year. The graph clearly shows an expected revenue of 67,450, which will represent a successful first year of second base.